Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, your coach of the New York Metagross. Welcome back to the Delta Battle League, Season 5, Week number 10. We are here going against Seattle Seadras and Coach Jose. Link to his, I think he has a YouTube channel. He might. I can see the pillow in the fucking webcam. There's a person in my room today.
Oh, hi. Was I supposed to?
Well, you're here, and likely you're gonna be seen eventually.
Oh yeah. Well, this is disgusting. I just don't want them to waste their money. This was expensive and it's disgusting.
Not sponsored by Monster. God bless. That's my sister, and she's bunking in my room for a week.
I mean,
So she may be.
Room or mother's room, so.
Touche. So she's gonna be in various videos probably. Anyway, let's go over the team that Jose has. That was really bad. Oh, damn. So he took over for the Austin Toros and Coach Ray. And he made some changes. So his team consists of Mega Absol, very good Mega, Dark type of course with Magic Bounce, making spike stacking really hard. Because I really like spike stacking versus him. However, with that Mega Absol, it's kind of annoying. Very potent sweeper as well. Could run SD set and kind of like barrels in my team, but it could also run a mixed set, the kind of standard knockoff, Sucker Punch, Superpower, and Fire Blast. So that could be a threat. Excadrill, always a very good mon, very big threat, of course. Could run Sand Rush, however, I need a mon to manually set up the sand. How many monsters do you have?
She bought me this like big thing that you usually use to like stack up vending machines. I'm gonna take most of it home.
Isn't that your 6th monster in 2 days?
Yeah. There's no calorie. There's 0 calorie.
Tracheon, Z-Move user. Could run Double Dance, could run Choice Scarf. Either way, it's really annoying. I kind of more expect the Z-Move set, just so that it can break through my Celesteela, as well as stuff like my Zygarde, with either All-Out Pummeling or Continental Crush. So that's something to note. Scolipede, of course, very good, or Zapdos. Let's go for Zapdos first. Using that in the UAPB, very, very solid defensive mon. And kind of an all-around pain in the ass for Zapdos. Or, Celesteela. If it wasn't for that Zapdos, I'd probably just run mono air slash offensive Celesteela. Like, the camera's this way, you don't have to be careful not to be seen in it. Like, you've already been seen in it anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't want them to be distracted, like, oh, who's that, while you're, like, over here, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, most people don't. I'm pretty sure no one actually watches the video. I'm pretty sure everyone puts it on, just listens to it while they go and do other stuff.
That's what I do for long life Minecraft episodes.
That's what I do too. Scolipede. Speed boost, of course, really annoying. Spike stacking could be really annoying for my team because my only way to remove hazards is Decidueye, and I'm not bringing Decidueye. So that's great. Or I can remove T-Spikes with Garbodor, but I'm not bringing Garbodor either. So spikes are going to probably be coming and really annoying. Slowking, another really good defensive mon. Pairs really well with these Zapdos, however, it does not create an electric weakness to a point. But he does have 3 ground types and a Tangrowth, so Jolteon not really the best matchup. Can wall generally most of my team. However, kind of has a weakness when paired with the Tangrowth that he has to bug types. So of course Bug Wall being really nice there. Tangrowth is there. All around, one of the best counters in the game to Zygarde, so that's really unfortunate. Can also switch in relatively well to Gardevoir if it's wearing an Assault Vest and has stuff like Poison Jab and Power Ice. Swallow, very potent special sweeper. Probably, I think it's the only special attacker he has on his team other than Zapdos and mixed Mega Absol. So that's something to note. However, Swallow is a very good mon and did lead me to 11 kills in the D-League, so that's something to note. Golurk, an interesting mon. Don't really know if I expect it to come. If I do, I can see it as a Stealth Rock lead. However, it's kind of in my opinion, in this matchup. Piloswine. Piloswine is there. Piloswine can be there as a kind of a Zygarde check or just a bulky mon in general. However, I really don't think it's going to come, that or the Audino. I really think the first 7 mons, I think 6 of those are going to be coming. So Piloswine and Audino I don't really expect to come. Audino could come as a cleric because just because I've been running Toxic a lot, so that's that. Let's get into our team, shall we? First one we're going to be bringing is Buzzwole. Buzzwole has a beautiful matchup, and I really, really wanted to run Choice Banded so I could just barrel through his entire team. And I basically figured out that I can't, and I really need Choice Scarf so I could have the check to Absol and stuff like Excadrill, and Terrakion if it's not Choice Scarf. So we have Choice Scarf Buzzwole with enough speed so that with the Choice Scarf it outspeeds. Does not outspeed Swallow actually. Wow. It needs 256 to outrun Swallow, right? I think it needs 256. So we have woohoo. So that spread allows us to outspeed Swallow with the Choice Scarf. Toxic Superpower, Leech Life, and Ice Punch. Fire or Fighting Bug and Ice Coverage hit everything on his team, at least neutrally. Scolipede being the only thing that can really take this thing on. Zapdos does not like Ice Punch after Rocks. I believe it gets 2 KO. Golurk takes a lot. And if I can weaken stuff like Zapdos and Golurk, it's really good for one of my later Mons. Or actually a lot of my later Mons, because this team is just set up and go. But this Mon is phenomenal in this matchup. Excadrill, Absol, Terrakion, Pedalswine, Audino, Swallow, none of them want to take superpowers. Tangrowth and Golurk do not want to take Leech Life. Zapdos, again, can get 2 KO if it's depending on the spread and everything. So that's really nice. And I also outspeed a no-speed Zapdos. However, I do expect him to run a lot of speed so he can outspeed stuff like Buzzwole and Celesteela. Speaking of Celesteela, that was our second Mon. Air Slash, Flamethrower, Leech Seed, and Protect, bringing defensive as more of a Fizz Def version. Can take on generally everything on his team. Of course, stuff like Z-Move, Terrakion, and SD Absol can break through it, but generally that's about it. Swallow, I can take, I believe, 2 Heat Waves, maybe 3, after Leftovers and Rocks, so that's really nice. Leech Seed is very good because the only Mon that can switch in on Leech Seed is that Tangrowth or Absol, and neither of them want to take Air Slash. 60 special attack EVs means that Air Slash will be doing more than Regenerator to Tangrowth. So if I get up Rocks, it's always going to be taking damage, and I can chip it down should it want to come in on me. Flamethrower, of course, there because he does have the Excadrill. I don't want to get damage off on that. Also, Air Slash, I believe, does 40% to Absol, at least. Maybe more. I'm not really sure. Protect is, of course, there to scout. If it's something that's Choice Mon, I can use it to burn Terrakion Z-Move. I can use it to get Leech Seed recovery back. Celesteela is a very good defensive Mon in this match, and I did have another set before he made all the trades when I was planning for Ray. And it was a phenomenal set that I really wish I can use, but I kind of need Celesteela defensively to wall basically everything on his team. So, Leftovers, of course, there to help with longevity, whatever. And yeah, next one we're bringing is Gardevoir, Calm Mind, Taunt, Hidden Power, Fire, and Hyper Voice. This is to beat down Tangrowth as well as stuff like Zapdos, Excadrill, etc. Mainly Tangrowth, because Tangrowth is one of his 2 Mons that really want to switch in on Gardevoir. Well, 3. Excadrill, Slowking, and Tangrowth. However, with Taunt, Calm Mind, I beat Slowking indefinitely. Forever and ever. And Excadrill does not really want to switch in on repeated Hidden Power Fires. I have Hidden Power Fire because it also hits the Scolipede. And I don't want to run Focus Blast because I'll miss. Because we all know how well I can hit moves. Taunt helps me shut down Slowking because then it can't Toxic me, it can't Calm Mind up beside me, it can't slack off, it can't do anything. Also, it prevents Tangrowth from clicking Leech Seed should Tangrowth not be Assault Vest. It can also prevent Rocks from Excadrill, which I outspeed with 160 speed EVs and the Timid Nature. I don't take a hit from Absol, which is unfortunate, so I can't really be a check to that, unless I think I might actually take a knockoff, but I'm not sure. So, the reason I have this is because it can help weaken down Tangrowth. I have this plus the next one, which is really here to pressure Tangrowth a lot, and the whole point of the team is to keep Tangrowth weakened so that eventually Zygarde can come in and sweep. And the next one we have is, of course, our offensive Suicune. Scald, Signal Beam, Calm Mind, Tailwind. I love offensive Suicune. I know it's not like standard or really that good in most matchups, but I think it's really nice in this matchup. Tailwind is, of course, there so I can pressure his faster Mons so they can't be checks to me. Terrakion, while it could check me normally, can't check me if I'm fast, isn't it? Which I outspeed something, but with this set. I don't remember what it is though. I believe it was supposed to be Terrakion, but I messed up the EVs. Scarf Terrakion. I'm messing up EVs all the time. But yes, this lets me out just pressure his faster mons and force him into Tangrowth, which I can hit with a Signal Beam. +1 Signal Beam does a lot to Assault Vest Tangrowth, and he can't knock me out bar Power Whip, which is good. And I can hopefully beat that thing down with +1 Signal Beams. Leftovers, of course, there to stay healthy. And I said that Zygarde was the way to win, and that is what we are bringing in. Dragonetic, Extreme Speed, 1000 Arrows, and Outrage. He has 1 Fairy Resist, or Dragon Resist, and it is Excadrill. No Fairies, which is beautiful. And I may be able to just click out Outrage late game and win. The speed allows me, of course, it's the same thing as Suicune. At +2, I outspeed Terrakion, and at +1, I outspeed a max speed Swallow. So that's beautiful. And the 64 in HP and 56 in special defense means that after Rocks and the Citrus Berry, I don't get 2 KO by uninfested Hidden Power Ice from the Tangrowth, which is beautiful. And I can potentially set up on that and just kill it with Outrage and hopefully win the game. So, I mentioned Rocks a couple times. Rocks are really nice, and I need this Mon as kind of a pivot and a all-around just take stuff on Mon. Stealth Rock, Milk Drink, Toxic, and Brick Break. This also does switch into the Tangrowth really, really well because of Sap Sipper, and I can prevent it from Leech Seeding forever, and I can wear that thing down with Toxic as well as Brick Break. Brick Break is there because most of the Mons that I want to check with this thing are weak to Brick Break. The only Mon that I can check that I can't do anything back to is Scolipede, but I do have Celesteela, which basically walls it almost indefinitely. That's cool. 36 speed EVs means I outspeed anything speed creeping my Celesteela at max speed. 68 special defense EVs means I live a timid Specs Boom Burst from Swellow after Rocks. And that is what we are bringing, so I will be right back. I'm going to get connected with Jose, and we will have our battle. Alright guys, we are here connected with Season 3 champion and #1 currently in the league, Jose, and his Seattle Seadras, and let us get into it. What do we see? What do we see? What do we see? What do we not see? Absol, Slowking. Okay, so the 6 I predicted. Except for no Scolipede, which is great, so no spikes. Alright. That's really nice. Everything I predicted brings Absol in the first slot. Threat. Threats. So, I think he's gonna leave Zapdos. That or Drill, and I don't really have something that leads off well against both of those, except for, I think it's Miltank could. Let's say Miltank. It leads off well versus generally everything except for Terrakion. So, Tangrowth is, of course, a gigantic pain in the ass. So we're just going to have to weaken that. And this is Sun Moon, so Zapdos can have Defog and Static. Until next season. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, I definitely think he's going to lead Zapdos or Excadrill. They match up really well against my team. If Zapdos has Volt Switch, then definitely that. But Excadrill could also lead off because it gives him a good thing against the Gardevoir. Which is the only thing that's stopping me from leading Gardevoir is the Excadrill. Because I think he could lead, because I think it's his Rocker. Terrakion looks like it's going to be a breaker to break down Celesteela so something else can sweep, like Absol. The Excadrill definitely looks like Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Spadef, Iron Head, and last move could be Earthquake. It could be Toxic. Very nice to know. Terrakion's probably potentially Double Dance. Tangrowth looks like it could be Assault Vest, however, it doesn't have to be. It could be just Fizdef with Leech Seed and Hidden Power IA. Zapdos is a bitch. Slowking looks like it's probably mixed defensive. And Absol's probably either SD or mixed spread. So, Very nice that he doesn't bring Swellow. Swellow is really good for, would have been really good for him to break down Celesteela with. And those spikes is just so nice to not have to see Scolipede spikes. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you lead with? You lead with the Excadrill. Okay. So I'm gonna Brick Break because I 3-hit KO this thing as far as I know. Choppleberry. I did 3-hit KO it. Now I still 3-KO it. I like Stealth Rocks or Toxic here as a play. Either way, I think it'll catch the Zapdos. But Stealth Rocks, I feel like it's just an all-around good play. Choppleberry. I mean, I would have done 38% with Brick Break. Very interesting to know. That might be offensive. That's offensive. I'm gonna Milk Drink here. He should Rapid Spin. Yep. A Brick Break will help me beat this thing down. This is an annoyance. I wonder what his last move is. He has a Mold Breaker, of course, because he's not a Sand Rush variant. So he might have Toxic. Wait. Okay, so Celesteela, hi. So you can't do a single thing to me, and I can just Leech Seed up. Which is beautiful. Leech Seed is very nice. If he wants to go Zapdos, I can get some chip damage off on that. Goes hard into Zapdos. No fear. And I forgot to close Discord. Whoops. And of course, Protect is definitely the play here. He does have pressure. He's not Defog. He's probably... Ooh, he goes... Look at how fast that animation is. I'll Leech Seed on this. Because I do have Buzzwole in the back, which can help me revenge this. And having Leech Seed is going to be really good. So... Another play is go hard Gardevoir, but I don't want to. Rocks are really annoying. And he knows they're here to stay, especially since he brought Rapid Spin instead of Defog. Scald. Burns. But that just mitigates my leftovers, which is fine. And he disconnected. That's fine. So I want to go into something that beats this plus Zapdos. Which is nothing. I like Gardevoir here as a play. Due to the fact that if he stays in and Scalds, or Fire Blast, or Flamethrowers, it's fine. Because I can take the hit and I can get the Leech Seed back. And if it goes into Zapdos, I can click Hyper Voice. That goes so fast. Yeah, he goes Zapdos as expected. But this is freely a Calm Mind, in all honesty. Because I know it's not Scarf. Excadrill, you cannot take this hit, right? You definitely look offensive based on the damage you did to Miltank. Which you are. So, Gardevoir should knock you out at 41% with +1 and Power Fire. Not knock you out with Hyper Voice. So I'm going to Calm Mind here. He goes into Slowking. And Slowking can't handle me unless he's Assault Vest, right? Maybe. I want to Taunt. I think he might be Assault Vest, but I can't risk it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Would that have knocked me out? He's definitely Assault Vest now. Maybe. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice. He's Assault Vest. Yeah, I live it. Tank growth is physically defensive. He has to be. So I'll hit him power Hyper Voice again. This... Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, that does a lot of damage. I'm just going to spam Hyper Voice because there's no reason not to, in my opinion. I guess he didn't want to risk the crit. Just fair. This should die. This should definitely die. Yeah, goodbye. So Mega Gardevoir kills Excadrill with Hyper Voice, which is great for nothing, but whatever. Tangrowth is now at 71%. Hyper Voice at +1. That shows me that he looks to be Assault Vest. Yeah, he's definitely Assault Vest. Which is good, because that makes it harder for him to handle my Zygarde. In my opinion, he should go Absol and click Knock. That's what I would do. And I'm going to Hyper Voice. I will sack my Gardevoir just to prevent SD. Yeah. Goes into that, he is justified, which doesn't matter. But Hyper Voice is always a play. It prevents SD. And he just kills me with knockoff. Okay. So, I really have almost free range to do whatever I want. The safe play is go into Gallagher, but I want to keep that thing healthy so I can possibly get up rocks later. I think I'm going to go Buzzwole. So Mega Absol kills Mega Gardevoir with knockoff. And I like Leech Life here. He might just sack the Absol, but he's going to make the right play and go into Zapdos. He's pressure, so that's something to note. Crit, that's defensive. That is physically defensive. And I should be able to take this thing on with Miltank. I can possibly get at my rocks unless he U-turns out into Tracheon. This thing is an issue. However, Zygarde can beat it. And now that his Excadrill is dead, I'm free to spam Outrage. So I don't really need to click anything else other than Outrage. Slowking, you are at 88. Great. And you definitely have Ice Beam. And maybe I move to hit Suicune. If I get Suicune in, I click Calm Mind first. He brought generally everything that I thought he would, but still it's just an annoying team. Let's see here. Gallagher's fine, right? I mean, I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm afraid he's going to double into Tracheon, which would be a really good play on his part. Yeah, maybe I should have superpowered, because that would have prevented the double, maybe. I almost want to go Zygarde, predicting him to do that, but also I think he might go for Hidden Power Ice. I need Suicune to whittle down. It was smart to save the Slowking at full health, almost, so that I couldn't revenge it. Okay, so I switch out first, and he goes for Heat Wave. Stealth Arcs is the play. I live, and I die to Toxic. Okay. Excadrill kills Miltank with toxic damage. Gigantic pain in the ass right here. So what do you do to Zygarde? I need damage off on you. Definitely. And potentially double Ice Punch. Or I can go into this, but I don't outspeed it. Suicune might take a hit. Don't know if I outspeed it though. So I'm gonna go into Buzzwole. Cause I take Heat Wave most of the time. I'm gonna Ice Punch and get some damage off. And if he wants to kill me, that's fine. And I died of rocks, which is unfortunate. However, Zapdos is now weakened, so that's one step closer to Celesteela potentially winning the entire thing. Problem. I'm gonna Ice Punch again because I can't let this thing set up for free. And he goes for Aerial Ace, so that's fine. Terrakion kills Buzzwole with Aerial Ace. I know he's not Choice Scarfed. And everything is getting generally whittled. Zapdos comes back at nothing. I'm going to go to Celesteela and I'm going to click Protect to see what he wants to do. Honestly, just Terrakion kill me from this range. Because if not, I'm out of range. Versus Zapdos. Something like that seems about right. Flamethrower should kill. I'm gonna Flamethrower. It might be a bad play, but it burns the Z-move from Terrakion. I live this. Yep. And it would have also prevented the setup. And it burns the Z-move, which means I can set up on it with the Zygarde now. And I think I'm just going to have to go for it with Zygarde. I really should have protected there. I knew he was going to be Z-move. I'll still click Flamethrower. I cannot let Zapdos come in. How much do you do to Suicune now? A lot. He goes for Stone Edge because he doesn't want his defensive weakened, so he can't be revenged by Extreme Speed. Terrakion kills everything. Celesteela with Stone Edge. Had I known he would let his Zapdos get so weakened, I probably would have brought offensive. So I'm going to go into Suicune, and I think I'm just going to try and go for it with Zygarde. I don't really have too much other choice, because 1DD might win me the game. We'll see though. I'm going to Tailwind. Signal Beam does not kill you, right? No, Tailwind. In my opinion, I don't think he has a reason to switch. If I were him looking at it, this might be a Crocoon. And I might not, yeah, he might think he doesn't do anything, so he might just SD. Or he's in close combat, see that I'm defensive, and now Tailwind is up. And now I can Scald this thing and kill it. Or Signal Beam's actually the best play. I still kill Zapdos after with Scald, and Signal Beam hits the other 3 Mons. Like Tangrowth. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I get the confusion. Either way, I weaken it. I can still just click Signal Beam over and over. It's so bad. I feel so awful. He might go back into Metagross just to keep regenerating. So I'm gonna call Mind here. Because then I really start putting a hurt on everything. What does he click? Psychic. And then I click Tailwind. Right? As he goes into Zapdos. Great! Ooh, that might be really good. That might be really good. Suicune might just help me pull this through. Because now I can... Now he only has 3 months instead of 5 or 4 to water or ice move me. So I think Suicune might be close to picking up a kill. Slowking. If you're physically defensive. Something like that, maybe. No, he's not that bulky. Slowking versus Zygarde. Outrage does that much. I mean, it really did suck. The fact that it forced him to switch. Okay, so we can get to kill. I don't know. I mean, he still has a very good chance to win. So we can kill Zapdos with Scald. I think he made the right choice sacking that. I don't die to Sucker Punch from Absol, which is really nice. How much does it do, though? Yeah, that's 35. And I kill it with Signal Beam. Actually, I kill it with Scald, too. But Signal Beam's always the best play. You guys, Terrakion no longer can take a Signal Beam. I think I'd never click anything other than Signal Beam. I don't think that cost him. His last move on Slowking definitely can... I think it depends on what his last move on Slowking was, whether or not he would have won if I didn't confuse Tangrowth. Because if I didn't, it would all come down to whether or not he had Ice Beam and whether or not he... what he did. I'm just going to keep clicking Signal Beam. 46%. Knock off. Get rid of my leftovers. Tangrowth is weakened. Tangrowth now comes in at 26%, which I think is in range of +1 extreme speed. Maybe. Oh, he just lets it die. That's beautiful. Because now, well, now he goes into this. Suicune kills Tangrowth with Signal Beam. Slowking knocked me out with Ice Beam. It does that much. It does 56% to me. Which is basically like 31. He comes back in. He comes back in at 80. Sacks again. And then I just start dancing and pray. Terrakion kills Suicune with close combat. It's all going to come down to what this thing's spread is. So, have I hit him with anything that's not... Like, what did Signal Beam do? Signal Beam did 17% before I boosted. Like, I think he has this, but I need to see if I can win. His for death. Close combat does. Sucker Punch. What does Sucker Punch do? 35. Damn it. Wait, that's you, which is bulkier than Zygarde, but does 30. I'm gonna Dragon Dance again. Because Dragon Dance again. Plus 2 extreme speed. I didn't even count plus 2 extreme speed if it knocks out this. Zygarde. Shit. Okay. Comeback time. Zygarde kills Terrakion with 1,000 arrows. So it basically comes down to this selecting spread. Oh, he doubles. Did he just throw? Zygarde kills Absol. I think he just threw. What's your spread, man? What is your spread? Because, well, he might have thrown. Like, that might have been a throw. Cause I mean, I guess he doesn't think I have Outrage. Outrage should be a guaranteed kill here. There's nothing other to do than click Outrage. Either way. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, dude. That was... Kills Slowking with Outrage. Yeah, like, okay. Then he's especially defensive at that point. If he's telling me that, it did hurt a lot. It it could have, he still easily could have won. Yeah, Slowking, not a chance. Slowking actually kind of helped him because it kind of forced him to switch. In a way, a little helped him because it forced him to switch and get the Regenerator back and make that 50-50 where I didn't know whether or not to Dragon Dance again or just attack. But that is a GG. And I'm going to find out what his spread is. I'm sure I'll post it up somewhere. But that is GG 1-0. Very, very close win against Jose. I'm so sorry, man. That blows. Like, I really liked his prep too. I mean, it was very predictable, but like I really liked it. So that is that. The good thing is he's basically guaranteed playoffs, as am I. So we could have just fucked around this match. Well, I'm not guaranteed. Like I had to. It mattered for me, but I think he still makes playoffs no matter what. So that makes me feel a little bit better. But that is GG. We move to 7-2 in this league. Wow. What a team. Next week, I think we have our rematch against Ariodon and the Wisconsin Dustin Wars, which is really, really cool. And I will see you guys then.